Hello. Oh, I should be careful with this gavel in my hand. I'll move that. Hi, it is so good to be here today, and it's just great to see so many good Nebraskans. You know, we have an opportunity here, and we have an opportunity because we love this state and we love our country. And we know that if we're going to live in a country that cherishes values and freedom, that we need to make a change. Because right now, those values, those freedoms, that liberty is being threatened. We need new leadership in Washington. We don't need to return to the past. We need leaders who are looking to the future, who will make tough decisions to turn this country around. It starts here, it starts now, it starts in Nebraska. We can make sure that Harry Reid is not the next majority leader of the United States Senate. You know, let's take a look at who's running Washington. It's the same old talking heads, the same politicians. They brought us records of debt. They brought us these record deficits that can't continue. They've been running this, and they give us government-run health care. They give us a failed billion-dollar stimulus. They've given us the first credit downgrade in the history of our country. They're driving our nation over a fiscal cliff. Enough. Nebraskans are saying enough. One candidate's been recruited by Harry Reid in the Obama administration. He's been recruited to come to Nebraska so that the Democrats can hold on to that majority that they have in the United States Senate. That's right. The very same Washington insiders who gave us Ben Nelson's Cornhusker kickback, they're now trying to send Bob Kerrey to the United States Senate. Look at the record. They handpicked a candidate who claims to be a moderate when he's in Nebraska, but he votes like a liberal when he's in Washington. Nebraskans want a senator who's going to represent Nebraska. You know, we can't take anything for granted, though, and I assure you that I don't. Congressman Smith and I were busy in Scottsbluff this morning walking in a parade before we were able to come here to join you. So we're working hard. But the other side, they don't want to defend their records. They don't want to defend the record of the Obama administration. Bob Kerrey doesn't want to defend his record, and so they're going to say or do anything to win this race. And their false personal attacks on me have already begun. They've called me a welfare rancher because my family pays the bill that we receive that is sent to us by the government for a federal grazing lease. So now, do we have a Democratic Party and Bob Kerrey saying that farm programs and conservation programs are welfare? Really? Maybe instead of flying back and forth to New York City, Bob Kerrey should meet with members of our largest industry in this state and start talking to members of the ag community and rural communities. You know, maybe then Mr. Kerrey will remember, maybe he'll remember that 1 in 3 jobs in this state are dependent upon agriculture. Bob Kerrey and Ben Nelson, they've already had their chances. And now it's time for someone new and someone different. Someone who will bring Nebraska to Washington and not Washington to Nebraska. As a state senator, I've worked with Governor Heineman and made tough decisions that create growth and opportunity here in our state. I've cut spending. I've balanced a budget. Bob Kerrey doesn't think we need to have a balanced budget. He didn't vote for a balanced budget at the national level when he had the opportunity. In fact, he was the deciding vote against it. Had he voted for that balanced budget when he was in the United States Senate, I don't think we'd be talking about that $1.3 trillion deficit today. If a balanced budget amendment, or if a balanced budget in our Constitution here in Nebraska works, it can work in Washington as well. Bob Kerrey likes to talk about compromise. But when Republicans and President Clinton passed a landmark bipartisan welfare reform bill that reduced spending, created jobs, he fought against it, and he voted against it. Look at the record. I've worked with my colleagues on both sides in the Nebraska legislature, with Republicans and with Democrats, and we've been able to work together on big policy issues that benefit the people of Nebraska. Some people talk the talk and others walk the walk. I believe that my record shows that I walk the walk. In the legislature, I've made tough decisions. We've cut spending, we've balanced the budget, and we've reduced taxes. I helped pass the largest tax relief package in the history of the state of Nebraska. And as Nebraska's next U.S. Senator, I'll fight for real tax reform that simplifies our tax code. And it's going to bring certainty to small businesses so you can go out and create jobs and turn this economy around. It will help our small businesses and all of us to plan for the future, but we can't do that now because we don't have that certainty. I also want us to have a competitive business tax rate. And that's so important because that will stimulate growth and create jobs as well. But hey, you know, there's another tax we need to talk about. And you know what I'm talking about. Just a few weeks ago, the Supreme Court confirmed something that all of us knew all along. Obamacare is one of the biggest tax increases in our nation's history. Once it's fully implemented, it'll be a disaster for our economy. It's going to cause uncertainty, and we're going to see job losses. But with your help, the very same Senate seat that gave us Obamacare will become the Senate seat that repeals it. In the Senate, I'm going to make sure that we start to reform health care and we do it the right way. You know, we're going to listen to the American people, and then we're going to enact free market solutions and reforms that are going to lower costs and make health care more accessible and affordable to the people of this country. It's important as Republicans that we are a party of big ideas and that we don't just point fingers and we don't say no. And we are a party of big ideas. We do have solutions. And we need to have the opportunity and the chance to be able to discuss those. We can do that. Let's be honest. Both parties have failed us. Both have grown in size of government well beyond the original intent of the Founding Fathers. Both parties have punted when it comes to tackling some of the serious issues that we're facing. We're going to change that. Because in Nebraska, we do things differently. We need to show Washington how we do it here in Nebraska. Because it's no coincidence that we have the second lowest unemployment rate in the country. When we face problems, we tackle them, we take them head on. And we discuss them with the seriousness that they deserve. We aren't just going to throw out political platitudes. We're not just going to throw out sound bites. These are serious times, and all of you in here know that. That's what I've been doing in the legislature. We tackle those tough issues. We make those tough decisions. Our country's faced a lot of tough challenges before, and we've conquered them. Americans are an exceptional people. We in this room know that. We need to all remember that. We have the knowledge, we have the resources, we have the talents where we can take on those tough issues, and we can find solutions. We can find solutions that benefit the people of this country. I see a brighter future for America. We're Nebraskans. We're optimistic. I see that brighter future. I see a future where we're going to have jobs created. We're going to put people to work. We're going to have opportunities for people to develop their entrepreneurship, develop their skills, start their businesses, take care of their kids, take care of their families. And not only can we do this, we will do this. With your help, we're going to elect a senator from Nebraska who's going to shrink the size of government and not grow it. A senator who's going to cut taxes and not raise them. A senator who will repeal Obamacare, not expand it. And most importantly, with your help, we're going to elect a senator who will make Nebraska proud. I need your help so we can win this election, and then we can begin to build that brighter future for our country. I promise to work hard for you in Washington. I promise to serve you with integrity. Thank you so much, and God bless you.